Hello. So this is my virtual reality video, and I'm just gonna talk about what virtual reality or VR, what it is, why and how we use it, the history of VR, and just share some personal experiences that I've had with VR. So basically what VR is it's a way that computers, sensors, and other technology tricks our senses to make us think that we're going through something or experiencing something that we actually are not. So ways that it's used, from some of the research I did, there's one that is used which is for elderly people. They can be with their families or they can be in a place they've never been in before, basically to make them happier. A common use, especially when VR first started, was video games, and that's still even pretty common. I saw one use from the textbook or from the lesson that VR is used for helping kids take shots. They'll put them in like a hero mode where they're a hero, and then it's a lot more comfortable for them to give the shot. But other uses are in military and different training purposes, and so that's a big one. It allows people to be like they're there, but they're not. You could also think of an airplane pilot. They use virtual reality to make them experience something that we're not. If you've ever seen the movie Cars, I think the third one, they use virtual reality to train the race cars, so that's kind of cool. It's just fake, but that's an example. So VR started a long time ago. There was one called the Sword of Damocles. That was kind of the first one, and it helped to pave the way. That one didn't work too well, but it was kind of like a starter. And eventually in the 90s, video games started coming out with VR, but it also didn't work too well, so it kind of died off. But in 2012, a company boosted it again and set out a cheaper, better version of virtual reality using similar technology to smartphones. And Facebook bought that, and since they bought it, virtuality has become a bigger and bigger thing. Um, yeah, so that's basically the history on VR. Now, personal experiences I've had with VR, which are kind of cool. The first one at University Mall, there used to be a place where you went. So during Halloween time we went, and it was like a scary thing. So you put on the headset, and it covered your ears, and you held something in your hands, and you kind of just walked around, and it looked like you were in a haunted place, and so you could get really scary things. And then other things, virtual reality in movies. If you've ever been to Megaplex, maybe in Lehigh or wherever, you can sit down in the front and you can go through like almost like a preview with virtual reality. So they use like 3D in their seats. You have like different sensors and motion things in your seats that makes it seem like you're going through that type of experience. But as thinking in business lines, there's consumer virtual reality, which could be like games. People could have it set up to the Wii or something along that lines. I think that could work for virtual reality. And also, I like the idea of medical purposes for virtual reality. I think someone could legitimately sell virtual reality technology for medical purposes, like elderly people or like people who can't walk and they want to train their mind to be able to have the confidence to start walking again. I think those could be technologies, and it's a lot easier to sell, I think, than just consumer virtual reality, because you have lots of iPhone games and different games for virtual reality, but a medical purpose virtual reality is an easy sell. So I think in terms of business, how we could get virtual reality going, medical purposes is a great excuse and a great reason why we could sell it. But I think virtual reality is really cool. Sorry it's long. Thanks for watching though.